Hello and welcome to yet another video here on the YouTube channel STF Wargaming Studio. My name is Andreas Norwegian Viking.
Wow.
And this is episode 106 of the SBG Grand Campaign. We're starting a new year. So celebrating, of course, 2 years of SBG Grand Campaign last week. So if you haven't watched that video, go back and watch that and then come back to us. And then we will embark on the third year of the campaign, which is very exciting. During the third year, we will visit the last battles of the Battle of the Five Armies.
Yep.
We will delve back into Moria
Yeah.
and follow Balin to, hopefully, for me, being the evil player, his doom and loads of other cool stuff in the future. So yeah, but speaking of today's scenario, this is a small-ish scenario. There are 26 evil models and 4 good models.
Yeah.
So
As it should be.
as it should be. So yeah, the Thorin and his compatriots needs to escape the board in 10 turns.
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
As they are ambushed at Ravenhill.
By Moria goblins. Well, I say Moria goblins. Well, these are goblin mercenaries in the rules, but so far, of the time of shooting this video, the goblin mercenary models have not been released yet by Forge World. They are on the way, but not yet released, so we will sadly not be able to play with them. So we are using Moria goblins, the goblins with spear and 2 capped models. They're all armed with swords in this instance. Fainting is the better one. So yeah, we'll play with those. So let's show you the board, the armies and the rules after this. Thorin, along with Kili, Fili and Dwarven, have at last reached the summit of Ravenhill to find the ruined watchtower seemingly deserted. Although Azog is nowhere to be seen, Thorin senses a trap. Reluctantly, he commands his nephews to scout out the tower for signs of the Pale Orc and report back. No sooner does he issue the order than the dwarves are assailed by a group of goblin mercenaries. Within moments, Ravenhill swarms with spindle-limbed creatures clad in crude armour and wielding even cruder blades. Thorin and Dwalin move swiftly to fight off their attackers in order for Fili and Kili to leave to scout the towers. Thorin knows that the hardest fight is yet to come, and so he cannot afford to lose any of his warriors. Should even one of his company fall to the goblins, then all could well be lost. And so begins the battle. This scenario can be found on page 60 and 61 of the There and Back Again sourcebook for the Hobbit strategy battle game. Layout. This scenario takes place atop the summit of Ravenhill. There should be a variety of different ruins scattered in all directions. This will provide valuable cover for the dwarves, but it will also give the evil player lots of options for the deployment of the goblin mercenaries. Starting positions. The good player deploys Thorin Oakenshield in the center of the board. The good player then deploys Kili, Fili and Dwalin in base contact with the Thorin. The evil player keeps their forces in reserve. The goblins are devious and will arrive later in the battle. Objectives. This scenario lasts for 10 turns. Thorin needs to ensure the safety of his nephews whilst they make their way out of the ruins and across the frozen river. Dwalin and Thorin must fend off the goblins and make sure that none of the company falls to the mercenaries. The good player wins if by turn 10 both Kili and Fili have escaped the board edge, and that none of the dwarves have been slain. Azog has enlisted the goblins to slay any dwarves they come across. If the evil player can prevent the good player from achieving one of their objectives, then the game is a draw. If the evil player can prevent the good player from achieving both their objectives, then the evil player wins. Special rules. Planned ambush. The goblins are lying in wait for the dwarves atop Ravenhill, ready to pounce at a moment's notice. They are eager to claim revenge for the death of the king at the hands of Thorin's company in the goblin tunnels of the Misty Mountains. The goblin mercenary captains, each with a warband of 12 goblin mercenaries, will automatically arrive on turn 1 due to the mercenary special rule. There is no need to roll for this. Caught unawares. Thorin and his kin were not expecting to have to fight any goblins, and so the sudden ambush has caught the dwarves completely off guard. Good heroes may not call any heroic marches in this scenario. Additionally, when the goblin mercenaries arrive due to the mercenary ambush special rule, they may both move and charge on the turn that they arrive. Participants. Good models. Thorin Oakenshield, King under the Mountain. Keely, Champion of Erebor. Feely, Champion of Erebor. And Dwalin, Champion of Erebor. Evil models. 2 Goblin Mercenary Captains and 24 Goblin Mercenaries. Keely and Feely are the key for both sides in this encounter. The good play needs the brothers to escape off the board, but if done too soon it would leave Thorin and Dwalin surrounded, and one may fall to the onslaught. If the evil play can slay either Keely or Feely, then they will have successfully prevented the good player from achieving any objectives and will win the game. And now we will show you the board and the armies.
Welcome to Ravenhill. So as you can see, we've already set up and we've done the first turn movement before the goblins move any further. So although Weil did not know exactly where the goblins would go, he didn't have much options, as I could place all my goblins here, I could place all my goblins, well, half my goblins there, on this terrain piece, on this terrain piece, on this terrain piece. So I did have lots of options, and I've decided to put them here and over there. And again, I'm sorry about the state of the goblins. At the time of filming, we still haven't received the goblin mercenaries captains and the goblin mercenaries, as they have not been released by Forged yet, but probably will in the near future as you're watching this, or will already have come out if you are watching this later. So I will now move my goblins and we will go into turn 2 priority. So we'll be back once we are ready. So here we have the table as it stands now. After my initial deployment of the goblins, as a special rule for this scenario states, I can move and charge, but luckily for Weil he placed them so I couldn't charge, I can reach them. But yeah, we are nearly surrounding Thorin and his compatriots. And we do have 2 might points, well, 4 might points on the table with the goblin captains as well. To your 12? So, yeah, it's not a lot. But yeah, let's go and see who starts turn 2. So it's black for the evil side, so obviously with the STF 6, good side wins it. So will I call anything? Bogging you down, I don't get reinforcements, but I have to try to kill you. So this captain will call a heroic move.
Dwalin will call a heroic move.
Yep. Alright, so you got party. You can roll to see who goes first. And it goes to evil! Alright. So Thorin still doesn't have Orcrist, so he doesn't cause terror in orcs and goblins. Nope. So we'll come back once both sides have moved. Alright, so here we have it. After evil had moved, sadly none of the dwarves could move. So we moved into every single one of the dwarves. And then I moved the rest of my goblins, but only the goblin captain, now in contact with Dwalin, could be in that combat. So, no shooting for this turn at all. So which combat do you want to fight in first? Well, we have 2 on Feely, we have 4 on Keely, we have either 2 on Thorin or 2 on Thorin plus, well, 3 on Thorin plus a Goblin Captain. And then we have either 3 and a Goblin Captain on Dwalin, and or 2 Goblin Captains.
Take
And
3 on Dwalin. No, sorry. Yeah, 4 on Dwalin.
yeah,
And split.
split like that, yeah.
That's-
By the way, do you have anything to call?
I don't have the free heroic combat to
You
on.
do have free hero combat.
Well,
And as a
it depends
reminder-
if you strike up or not.
And as a reminder, you have within 6 inches of Thorin, you have banner.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't think I will call anything. Well,
I think I'll just have to try. I'll strike up with both captains. So I only have 1 point might with them.
you have what?
My fight value is 3 with the captains
So you need a 3 plus
to tie.
4 plus to beat me.
Mhm.
I think I'll just have to answer. That's the safest thing to do.
Yeah. With both.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then Thorin can't call hero combat.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you have to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's start with Balin.
Dwalin.
Dwalin.
Yeah. So we strike up. Goblin goes up to 9. But Dwalin goes up to 10. So you're higher. So let me set the bar. I have 1 might point remaining. I have 3 normal goblins. We get the 6.
Dwalin gets.
Oh,
a
he
6.
gets a 6. Alright, so he beats them back. Did you piercing strike, by the way? Do you always piercing strike with Dwalin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the captain, so he goes up.
To 7. So that should be 3s down to... Is that down to 2s? I think the Goblin Captain is defense 5. Because he's without a shield. I think he's at 5. The Goblin Captain is without a picture in the book. 1 page more, I think. 1 more page. There we go.
There we go. Goblin mercenary captain, defense 5.
Yeah, so you need 2s. That's 2 wounds.
2 wounds and 1 point of fate.
1 point of fate. Aye! And you take out one of my goblin captains.
The last point of fate you had. No, sorry, the last point of might you had.
Yeah, and the last point of might. So that is very, very good. Right, so where do we go next?
Feely?
Feely.
No, the blonde.
Yeah, that's Feely.
Yeah, Feely.
Because he's not trapped anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he can help the other guys not being trapped.
Yeah, so we have 2 goblins on him. Set the bar on a mighty 4.
Getting a 4 highest and wins.
You have the higher fights, definitely. So these goblins are only defense 4. So you kill them on force. Oh!
Well, that is 1-4 in total.
Yeah, doubles don't count.
So take his brother.
Yeah, Kili is against 4 goblins. Come on, goblins! We get a mighty 4 again! And you get
win
a
on a 4.
And you win on fight. And you
Kill
kill
one.
1. Did you faint? No, you shouldn't.
No, I didn't.
You didn't faint. So that's 1 goblin less to worry about, and they are pushed back. And then we have the Eckenskeld.
I go up to 8.
His defense is fight 5. Doesn't matter, I rolled a 1.
His fight 6.
It doesn't matter, I rolled
Yeah,
a 1.
well, yeah.
So Thorin can actually feint now. If he wants to.
Then he will.
Yeah.
No reason not to.
I'll feint with both in front. Goblins roll a 5 highest. Thorin rolls a 5 highest and wins it on fight.
Striking, wounding on 5s.
So Thorin would wound the goblins on 4s and the captain on 5s, rerolling once.
Well, he doesn't have any more mites.
My captain?
Yeah.
No, he's just a 2 attack model.
Yeah. So on the goblin,
Kills it.
kills it, and then 2 on the captain.
Yeah. And does 1 wound.
1 wound.
My fate is failed. So he's got 1 wound remaining. And this was a horrible round for the goblins. Alright, so priority turn 2. I am turn 3. I am miteless. And I also roll a 2. Good times.
The problem is, though, is that I am thoroughly surrounded.
Yeah. But then
I
again,
could probably avoid a bit.
yeah. There's probably few points you can do something with. So we will come back once both sides have moved. Alright, so here we have the situation after both sides have moved. So Thorin's company, well, the remaining of Thorin's company, moved around a bit, and then all my goblins just swarmed in and tries to, well, take them out as quickly as possible. So what we got here is a bunch of different combinations. Of course, Wild decides who lives or dies. It's not the saying. From the fantastic TV show The Pretender a long while ago. So I obviously don't have any might. So you are free to call your heroic actions at will.
Which might, not well.
True.
Sorry.
It's how many goblins on each?
A lot.
A lot.
I think that will be the case, and Thorin will call heroic combat.
Heroic combat from
I think he'll do like this and call heroic combat.
Thorin. Yeah, because they are
Should be able to kill 2.
because he's fight 6.
Yeah.
They are fight 2, so you can feint without repercussions.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
His cousins are they fights?
I think they're fight 5.
Fight 5, yeah.
Yeah. So there is a third of a chance that they'll go to the same level.
Let's not.
Let's
take
not.
that chance. Okay.
And Dwalin, obviously, if he piercing strikes
Yeah.
and fights with non-200 weapons, he will automatically wound on 3+ and get 4 strikes.
Ooh. Yeah, we should do that. But let's start with Thorin calling heroic combat.
Yep. So
Yep.
my goblins will set the bar, and we roll a 6 with the goblins. So Thorin rolls a 6, of course he does. So the goblins are pushed back, and you need to kill 2 of them, and you need 4s re-rolling once. You do get 1 of them. Spend point of might to kill the other one.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's down to 1. And where will he go?
Won't be able to do much though. Well,
You can charge around there, taking out both.
yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Right, so none of my goblins are trapped anywhere. But Feely is trapped.
Yeah. So we start with Dwalin. No, we can take Thorin again.
Thorin again, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have 2 goblins this time. I roll a mighty 5! And this time I do
We
it!
win.
Because he doesn't count the banner for himself, right?
I think that's correct.
Yeah. Because all the other members have to do the cast special roll.
Yeah, it's the other guys that has.
Yeah. So I finally won one, but you do have defense 8.
I do.
Strength 3 from the goblins. Yeah. So that should be 6s by 4s, re-rolling 1s because of fainting. So he's one reroll, and it's not a 6, so no wound on Thorin. And he got closer to the target.
Dwalin.
Dwalin, the beast.
Piercing striking with his 4 axes, 4 strike attacks with his 2 one-handed axes.
That's it.
So 4, 2, 1, yeah.
Right, so I'll set the bar with the goblins. I'm out of might. I do have... Well, they already have participated in the combat, so I don't get those 2 supports.
Well, so you only have a captain and 3 guys.
Yeah. But I do roll 2 6s. And you do as well. So you take them out. How much you go up by?
That much.
That much. 1. So you wound the goblins on 3s, and you wound the goblin captain on 4s.
So, first one.
Normal goblin. Kills it.
Next, normal goblin.
Kills it.
And then on the captain.
Kills him! Because he already used his effects.
Yep.
Oh, so you've already taken out both captains and 6 goblins. I am broken at 14 models killed. So you're over halfway there.
Should probably have called a heroic move with Dwalin as well. Heroic combat. But I did not.
Well, Feely's defense 8, isn't he?
Yeah, both are.
Yeah.
So let's take Keely.
Keely, yeah. So I have 4 goblins. I roll a 5. But you do as well, so you win. Feely would need force against them. And that kills 2 with a double 6. So that's you killing 10 goblins so far. And then the most important fight, and now we have 5 goblins against you fainting. Come on!
Faint. He don't faint.
You don't faint.
No.
No.
Oh, you.
I'm fainting.
Yeah.
So I roll a 5 high, so you should be able to win this. You need a single 5 or 6. But you do have a reroll with Thorin.
Oh, I do, yes.
And you do have might.
I need to spend both my might then.
2 might.
Oh, yeah, I have 3 might. Yeah, so that is Philly. And killing on force.
4s, yeah. Oh, and the double 6 kills 2. So you want to kill this one, or this one, or this one.
That one.
Yeah, and
that one.
and that one. Alright, so you have killed 12 goblins. You need to kill 2 more to break me. You should be able to do that this next turn.
If Thorin hadn't lost that combat.
Yeah, that's true. You already have broken me. So, priority going into turn 4. And I get it this time. Do you want to call anything?
No, I don't think so. Oh, this is turn
4.
Ooh, maybe I need to move soon. Because there's only 10 turns.
And if you call with Keely and move 5 inches, if you take Thorin and place there, these can move past and they won't get up to you. That could be a possibility.
Yeah, I'll have to call with Keely.
Yeah, so we will then come back after both sides have moved. Alright, so we now have a couple of cool situations. Well, the Dwarves moved past the Goblins as well as they could, and then the Goblins tried to catch up. So many of my Goblins who would like to go and trap you had to be in support. So we have Dwalin on 1, Feely on 3, and 4 on Keely, and then 5 on Thorin. So Thorin can potentially kill all with heroic combat if he wants to.
Yeah, he'll call heroic combat.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking if I should call heroic combat with Dwalin as well. But I will only be able to get to him because he's got a control zone.
Well,
I
you'll be
can
able
get
to get
to
to both.
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dwalin will do as well.
Okay. Which one do you want to go first?
doesn't really matter. And Dwalin.
Okay. So Dwalin is against 1. That goblin will faint. It rolls a 6! Dwalin rolls a 6, damn it!
Goes up.
He does by 2, so that's strength 7, so he needs 3s. He does kill it. That goblin is trapped as well, and you do have 4 strikes, not 3.
So he can go to these 2.
That is true.
So he's not trapped.
Yep. So 1 more to break me.
Then we'll take Thorin.
Thorin.
Oh, then no, I won't be able to take.
Yeah, because
first.
these will be pushed back if you
Yeah.
win.
Yeah, Thorin. Yeah, because I have to take the hero combat first.
Yep. And you can feint freely without losing out. So goblins set the bar at the mighty 5. Thorin rolls a 5 and wins it. So prioritizing which one? This one?
Yep.
Yep. You kill none so far, but you do kill the last one.
Yep.
So you can't move on since you didn't kill everyone, but you have broken me.
Yep. Then we have Dwalin again.
Dwalling against those 2 goblins who will faint, of course. Rolling a 6. Come on! Oh!
Banner reroll.
Oh no! Oh!
So you win.
I win. So that is 2 goblins striking at Dwalling. Defense 8. Or 7.
8.
8. Fainting. Possibly. No! No wound. Then we have 1 on Feely. Goblin rolls a 3. Feely wins it. Pushing the goblin back. And does not kill the goblin. The goblin lives. And then we have Keely against 4. Oh, come on! So the goblins are pushed back and you can kill 2 of them. And you kill 1. So that is the situation after 4 turns, is it?
Yep.
Yep. So we go into priority for turn 5. Oh. And you do get priority. So we will come back once both sides have moved. Alright, so the dwarves have legged it. So the goblins will now have to take courage tests to see if they stay on the board, which could be very, very tough for them. So let's go with this goblin first. It has a courage value of 2. So let's see. It runs off. The next one, which is this one, runs off as well. And let's go with this one. He stays, so he can move, and I'll try to go and take out Keely, I guess. This goblin, he runs off. This goblin stays. So can he do anything from where he is? No, he cannot, so he will just go over to there. This goblin runs off. This goblin runs off. This goblin runs off. Oh, come on. This goblin. And he runs as well, so we only have 3 goblins left on the table. This one, he runs off, only 2 goblins left on the table. And last goblin, no, we have 3 goblins left on the table, yeah. No, he runs off, so we do have 2 goblins left on the table. One is in combat with Keely, the other one is standing near to a doorway and does absolutely nothing. Alright, so we go into combat. You had priority. Do you want to do anything special?
No.
No? No. Alright, so we have 1 goblin fainting against Keely. He rolls a 1, so you win that combat. This is absolutely bonkers. And there we go. It's proper dead.
Priority.
Priority.
Turn
I have
6.
one goblin. One goblin left. I get a 3. Ooh, I get it.
I call a heroic move with the kitty.
Ah, come on.
I have to.
Alright, so we'll come back once both sides have moved. Well, when it's time for the goblin to take his courage test. Alright, so we are back with the absolutely hilarious situation. I have one goblin left, and what did Weil do? Well, he called a heroic move with Keely, was it?
Yeah.
Yep. And they moved. Every dwarf was within his range. And then, of course, Dwarlin moved in front of the other guys. So if the goblin manages a courage test, then he'll have to charge Dwarlin or not charge at all. You are a nice man. So let's roll for the courage test of the lone goblin that could. And, of course, he flees the table.
Oh.
And you still have 3 turns to get off. You are about 6 inches from the board edge. That is the game. Handshake. Oh, handshake. Getting on camera, and we will come back with our post-battle batter breakdown. Alright, so welcome back to the post-battle batter breakdown. And I lost.
You did?
Fair and square.
Oh.
I think, well, we had some thoughts about this
Yeah.
scenario after we cut, and for you to kill 14 models isn't really that hard.
Oh.
So either I wouldn't be able to break, or I should have had more models, I think.
Yeah.
Because I don't really see, well, I have to be lucky against either Feelikili, so it's a luck thing, but then again, you do have multiple attacks, you do have a ban reroll with Thorin. If you keep them near enough together, you can use Might to influence other things. Yeah. Thorin can always do zero combat. So there's that. So I didn't really see a way to win other than just chuck my guys in and hope for the best, hoping you would roll like double 3s or something. That didn't happen, so you won.
Yeah.
So I think this is a scenario I have to play multiple times to see if luck is the only thing that matters. Because reading the rules, I couldn't have waited to deploy my mercenaries.
You come on.
Yeah.
On turn 1. Maybe you could have reinforcements using the special rule. The what's it called?
The ambush.
A mercenary ambush special rule. Or just move on from the board edge, or don't take test for being broken, or having like 4 warbands, but that means you have to buy 48 goblin mercenaries in for short resin. This is not something
24 is enough for me.
Yeah, I think
I
think that's probably enough for anyone really.
Yeah. So, but the battle was enjoyable. Loads of cool scenes and stuff like that, and that is what we're all about here.
Yeah, the dwarves kick ass.
They do.
And
They
they
really
did.
do. They did. Indeed. So, speaking of dwarves that kick, well, rear ends, to keep this PG, we do have another scenario coming in next week, which is the last stand of the company. So this is the final scenario which we will see all of the members of Thorin's company not at Ravenhill add in Dane, add in 24 warriors from Iron Hills, facing a huge Gundabad horde with a brute. Are there bats in there as well?
3 trolls, 1 brute, 6 bats, 36 orcs, and 3 captains.
Wow.
So that is a lot of miniatures on the board.
So that is a big battle. That is a very big battle, and loads of heroes for you to keep track of.
I need to make a new sheet for
So
the
that's 10 heroes? Because there are 4 of them at Ravenhill.
Yeah.
Has Balin joined the company again after being stuck in the chariot?
He has not.
Oh, so there's 9 heroes.
Yeah.
Ooh. So that's Balin you will not see again until he delves into Moria.
It's all the I was about to say all the names that rhymes, but Balin and Dwalin and Keely and Feely does as well.
Yeah.
So
they all rhyme. It's a children's book, by the way.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
Yeah, there's that. So we will delve into that. Biffer will have another. No, Beaufort will have another chance to ride the Good and Bad Brute. So we can possibly use that model yet again.
You know, there's 36 Gundabad Orcs to run through.
Plough through, yeah.
Yeah.
So please join us for that. Until next week, I have been Andreas Norwegian Viking.
I'm Wild.
And this was episode 106 of the SBG Grand Campaign. Please comment, like, share and subscribe.
Please consider supporting us on Patreon, and if you already do, thank you very, very, very much. It keeps the light going here at STF Wargaming Studio, and as always,
support your hobby.